Scarlet, the scorpion girl. While talking to her, you learn that her kind often fight with the centipede girls. Her kind mate by injecting stuff squeezed by their tails directly into their womb. That normal scorpions are dangerous. And that her kind supposedly don't eat humans, they just like to play with them. Although if you lose to her, she will suck you dry. I guess that's technically not eating you, though. But anyway, her trait is Armored Scorpion. Innate Death Strike at 15%. Can always use insect skills. She takes 25% damage instead of half when defending. Skills using the stinger deal 30% extra damage and have an additional 15% instant death rate. So since stinger skills count as physical attacks, that means that the death rate of 15% takes into effect, so that's a 30% chance of instant death on top of the extra damage. Only downside is there aren't that many good stinger skills. But still, when you're farming normal mobs, just go for a simple stinging skill, and there's a good chance that they'll just die. So, I say that's pretty good. Let's put it at a B. Well, for her play event, she cares for her tail. She gets pricked by her own stinger and becomes paralyzed. She runs away from the battle, but quickly comes back. She sunbathes, and she stumbles across a skeleton. So that's a purely negative trait, so D it goes. As for her story interactions, she doesn't have much, so C. In the Pocket Castle, she talks to Arachne. Ah, it's a scorpion! You won't sting me, right? I don't attack indiscriminately. In fact, aren't you the kind of evil one? I only attack prey that get caught in my web. There's no harm in self-defense. Ah, falling under those stand your ground laws, are you, Arachne? I gotta be careful not to get eaten by this girl. She also interacts with Jillian. I want to be a mechanical scorpion too. An exoskeleton type? Well, I don't hate having this body. However, it can also be pretty inconvenient. How so? Give me some examples. Rust, power leaks, not to mention you sink in water. Alright. Not too bad, just requires some extra maintenance. Plus, I don't think scorpions do too well in water either. Not that that'd be much of an issue in the desert. She also talks with Vanessa. Oh, if it isn't the hideous centipede. The despised scorpion is so full of herself. What? Why'd you say that? You must be blind if you don't understand. Alright, stop! Don't fight! Let's be friends, scorpions and centipedes! Be friends with centipedes and scorpions? I can't somewhat them! Ah, no insects! We're both despised, so shall we get along? Well... As for her present, she is a carnivore and she doesn't like sweets. Interesting reactions include pizza. This food isn't fit for a noble scorpion. The kids' meal. Are you mocking me? the Genie stew. This looks even more potent than my venom. The Odin. This is really fascinating. I shall eat all of it. The hot dog. This is very delicious, wouldn't you agree? The coffee. This is bitter. Beer. I dislike alcohol. Jerky. Isn't this already dried up? And the grilled items. Are you mistaking me for a fool? The poison mushroom. The skull. This makes me feel bad. And last but not least, the G-Papa. A spirit. Contrary to appearances, I'm very devoted to spirit worship. Now, fly away at once! Casta, the cactus girl. While talking to her, you learn that she loves to cause humans pain, particularly with her spines. She comes from a noble family. She likes the heat of the desert. And she loves hugs. Her trait is prickly cactus. Plus 75% counter rate. Can always use a whip/plant skills. Skills using needles deal 30% extra damage and have half SP cost. She counterattacks with thorn shot. So counteracting with thorn shot is actually pretty good. But unfortunately, at least when you recruit her, she has 0 thorn skills to take advantage of the prickly cactus trait. So for that alone, well, everything else is fine. She's mainly good at countering. So we'll put her at C. It's just disappointing that she doesn't start with any needle skills. For her play event, she does her nails. She gives some of her thorns to you. She plays the violin quite well. She does the flirtatious glance skill, which makes an enemy horny. And she plays with matches, which deals fire damage to the enemy party. So that's 2 positive traits with no negative ones. We'll put it at B. As for story interaction, she does get a quest of her own. So we'll put her at B. In the Pocket Castle, she talks to Flasia. Could you keep a little distance? Your smell is... Stuck-up cactus. Have a whiff of my special blend. The air is yellow. I can't see! Quit it! I can't breathe through my nose anymore. She also talks with Melon. Miss Cactus, this watermelon is delicious. Here, have some. Shing, shing. It's sweet, and it's delicious. Here, have a cactus as thanks. Yum, yum. Ow! The thorns pricked me! You tried to eat it? She also talks with Yoko. Oh, Miss Book Fairy, do you have any romance novels you would recommend? How about this? Noah C. Oh, this? Pretty extreme. Damn perverts. She also interacts with Ava. Gotta sell your thorns. Wait. Could you not pull out my thorns? You moved, so I got pricked. Sorry about that. Wait, what did I do wrong? As for presents, she likes fruits, vegetables, sweets, and rice. She doesn't like meat, dairy, or bread. Interesting reactions include sausage. I can't be eating something this low class. Milk. Cow's milk is so vile. Bread. Bread is vile. It doesn't suit my palate. Sandwich. A commoner's food. I don't have anything to do with that. Rice ball. So this is a rice ball. How quaint. Inari sushi. A fox? This is pretty tasty. Kids meal. Do you think that I'm anything but a lady? Cream stew. Oh my, delicious. It warms my heart. Gan stew. I sense malice in it. Okonomiyaki. This food's kind of crude. Odin. A potluck. How folksy. Wedding cake. So this is cake. It's sweet and wonderful. Jelly. Poo-poo, huh? How nice. Parfait. Ah, what wonderful food. Beer. I don't like beer. Noah wine. It has a noble taste. A gold cocktail. What a classy drink. Any of the grilled items? Just silence. Fishbone. You wouldn't call this a gift, would you? Poison mushroom. And last but not least, the Chipapa. This is a spirit. Oh, where are you going? Miyu, the ostrich girl. While talking to her, you learn that her kind can't fly, but they have strong legs. And she wants to fight in the Colosseum. Her trait is Brawling Ostrich. She can always use unarmed and wing skills. Unarmed skills deal 30% extra damage and use agility instead of attack. And unarmed skills have increased priority. The increased priority on the unarmed skills doesn't really do a whole lot, since unarmed skills generally tend to have higher priority. But still, using agility instead of attack is nice, since you can just stack on the agility, meaning she'll basically always go first. And then they deal 30% extra damage on top of that. so it's not bad. So we'll put her at B. It's pretty good. For her play event, she runs around, she trips, she goes on a rampage, dealing damage to the enemy, and she uses the dance invitation skill, which stuns an enemy, and she makes a bold declaration. So all in all, that's positive, so B. As far as story interactions, she doesn't have much, so C. In the Pocket Castle, she talks to Gob. Oh, it's an ostrich! Let's race! Bring it on! My legs are the best in the world! Let's go! Yeah, let's... I said no running in the castle! You'll break a wall if you're not careful! She also talks to Reina. Oh, Mew. Being here after 100 years, for my pride as a bird, I challenge you to a foot race. I'm not a fast runner. Don't we have too much? I'm not a fast runner. Don't you have too much of an advantage? Fine then! Arm wrestling! That has nothing to do with the pride of a bird. She also talks to Peanut and P. Oh, it's Mew. Hello, friends and sisters. Is there something you want to talk with me about? I came in last in a race. Could you coach me in running? You got it! Let's get to work immediately. 5 laps around the Sabasa Desert. Go! Yes, ma'am. I'll do my best. Stop, P. You'll die. She also talks with Lichtina. I see you have confidence in your feet. Alright, the usual contest then? Got it. Let's start this race right now. Hey, no running in the castle! Did you forget the time you ran into Lime? Splat. Good thing she's a slime. Alright. As for presents, she likes fruit, vegetables, bread, and rice. She dislikes meats and sweets. Interesting reactions include lettuce. I'll go on a rampage while eating lettuce. Chili pepper. Yeah! Egg. It's too pitiful to eat an egg. Cheese. I'll run around eating cheese. Milk. I'll drink milk to improve my leg strength. Yakisoba bread. Yakisoba bread, my favorite! Rice. I miss the taste. Munch, munch. Curry and rice. Curry will give me 100 times the energy. Omu rice. I can't eat eggs! Kids meal. I'm not a child. Yakitori. Now I'm angry! Gan stew. What are you trying to do with that poison? Nabe. I'll only eat the Chinese cabbage. Beer? I'm not good at drinking. I'll trip. Any of the grilled items? What is this? Poison mushroom. The skull. What the? That's scary! And last but not least, the chipapa. You're a spirit, right? Let's have a speed match. Don't run away! Genie, the genie girl. While talking to her, you learn that she gets weak if she stays in her lamp for too long, and that she only grants wishes via hallucination. Her trait is Lucky Lamp, plus 25% magic counter rate. You can always use summoning and oracle skills. Summoning skills have 66% MP cost. She deals 30% extra lightning damage, and she counterattacks with Mega Thunder. So the magic counter, combined with her lightning damage, combined with her counterattacking with Mega Thunder, is pretty nice. Although Mega Thunder quickly drops off on the power scaling as you get stronger and stronger lightning magic. But still, a free Mega Thunder is not bad, and it'll hit all enemies. So nice synergy there. And then she gets some discount on her summoning skills. Not that she really has any at the start, she can only summon Gob. But overall, it's not bad. Wish the counter rate was a bit higher. And her default race and traits don't exactly work well with it. So we'll put it at B. It's nice, but she doesn't really utilize it too well. For her play events, she talks to a beetle, which apparently the beetle wants a nicer horn. She takes a nap, which puts her to sleep. She boosts the party's stats. She practices her catchphrase, which is, "Make a contract with me and become the next Witch of the Lamp." And she complains that there's no one around with a strong spirit. So overall, that's a positive with a negative, so we'll put it at C. As for story interaction, she doesn't have much, so C. In the Pocket Castle, she talks to Naruko. What is your wish? Q! Q, Q, Q! Q, Q? What the heck does that mean? Q, Q, Q! Q! I do not know what you're wishing for. She also talks with Ava. What is your wish? Money! 3 meals a day and a roof over my head for the rest of my life, after a snack! Your wish is granted. Ah, fantastic! Snacks! Money! Ava is seeing a hallucination. For her to be so honest with her desires, it's rather refreshing. She also talks to Miu. What is your wish? To be able to fly? No! My wish is a disgrace to ostriches. My shirt got torn, so I'd like a new one, please. Such a modest wish. You may be a flightless bird, but you have a lot of pride. As for presents, she likes fruit, vegetables, bread, and rice. She also takes meat, but she feeds it to her lower mouth, which still works, but still. And she dislikes sweets. Interesting reactions include the mushroom. I'm not a fan of soggy things. The chili pepper. I like spicy food, but chili pepper by itself is... Pizza, huh? Let's put it in my belly. Curry and rice. I'm glad I'm a spicy person. Kids meal. Are you mocking me? Gian stew. I don't need this. Steak. This is... My lower half will be pleased. Shrimp chili. I'm a spicy person, so I'm very happy. Deep fried tofu. This is deep fried tofu. What an unusual taste. Ice cream. I don't care for sweets, but in the desert I do appreciate such a cold treat. Coffee. Coffee, huh? Such an aroma and a taste. Beer. You're giving me a drink. What do you want to happen? Any of the grilled items? Well, since it's here, why don't we use it for a magic ritual? A fish bone. It says, I have no use for this. Poison mushroom. And last but not least, a chipapa. Oh, what an unusual spirit. Go on, back to the forest.